Yes, good morning, everybody, or afternoon, really. It's Saturday. That's why I'm dressed down. Normally, I've got it suited up, but today it's Saturday. I did work out and did for a run. I'm training for the Geist Half Marathon, but I wanted to get this information to you because it's really important. It's a tax court case that just came out this week, and I know you're thinking tax court is boring. It's got to be the most boring thing ever. And that might be true unless the value of your home for tax purposes went up 26%. So your tax bill is going up 26%. And that's what happened in this case. And it's the second time, maybe in the past 3 to 6 months, that we've talked about a couple issues that are really important and are highlighted in this case. Of course, we always want our home value to go up, except for when we're valuing it on tax basis. On taxes, we want our tax amount to be low. As you know, from a background standpoint, Indiana went to a market value based approach to the value on your home. And so the taxes are based on that amount. What happened in this case is that these people bought a home and they filed for a reduction in the value of it, and they received it back in 2007. And the basis of their reduction was they said the home is obsolete, and so it needs all these extra repairs done to it, and therefore the value ought to be lower for a tax standpoint. So obsolescence, when you think about valuing a property, think of a home that's obsolete because the floor plan is out of date or the systems in it are out of date compared to a brand new home. So that's why, like older subdivisions might get a lower price point than brand new construction. It's because of obsolescence. The floor plan, the design, the way the layout is, the features of the home, that's obsolescence. So they applied for this and they got it. But then the assessor appealed it and said, wait a minute, we don't really think this is right. And they won all the way through to the Court of Appeals. So a 26% jump in value. Now, the key point that everybody can take away from this and work on with your lawyer, your friendly lawyer, right, is the idea of proof and documentation. I talk about this all the time. When you win your lawsuit, winning needs proof. Winning needs documents. Winning needs evidence and testimony from witnesses who will actually stand up, put their hand on the Bible or whatever and say, I swear or affirm this is what happened. And a lot of people have witnesses who they don't like to be in court, right? They want to backtrack, or contractors that want to backtrack on something. We've got a case with a plumber who's, he doesn't want to be cornered on what his testimony is going to be, even though he did the work for our client. So he's really kind of unwilling to do what's necessary or to do the right thing. And his testimony is very squishy. A lot of documents are very squishy, and they have incomplete descriptions of what work was being done, for instance, in construction. So in this case, right, the Court of Appeals said, and the tax court said, you just didn't prove your case, really. You didn't give us enough to go with. I'm not saying your house isn't really obsolete, but you didn't prove it. You didn't provide any documentation. All they did was say, quote, when they bought the house, it had some serious defects. That was their testimony. That's it. They also said they thought it would cost about $70,000 to fix. No supporting documentation, no appraisal, no backup documents, no work orders from contractors, nothing, right? All they said was, we think it's obsolete. Oh, we think the repairs are going to cost 70 grand, so give us a obsolescence deduction on our value, reduce our taxes. The court said no way. They reassessed it all the way back, and so they've got a big tax bill going forward. Bottom line, right, taxes sound boring unless they're your taxes, right? Then it's serious. And number two, document, document, document. Every judge wants to see you document your case. They want to see the facts, the hard facts, not your opinion. So that's the case. I gave you the site in the written part of this, and take a look at it if you'd like to look deeper, but documentation, that's the key. Thanks. Have a great day, great weekend.